up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Real Spit from a Gangsta Gone Legit. Today we got my man Eugene Davis, aka they called him Psycho Mike. What's up, brother?
What up? Yeah. Let me chop it up with y'all real quick. Listen, what y'all want to talk about? What you want to know about my life?
But listen, man. So where are you originally from?
From Matter Pen, man, aka Murder Pen. You know
Okay.
A lot going on, you know what I'm saying? But change is being made every day. You know what
All
I mean?
right. Well, I want to talk about that. I want to get into the change. But before I get into the change, let's bring the people back a little bit. Let's let them know, where you came up, who you ran with, and what led you to doing your prison bit.
Yeah, well, listen, real short, quick, you know what I'm saying? I was always dolo, but I was affiliated with many, respected by many. You know what I mean? I was not liked by few. But anyways, it's all over now. So what led to prison was my fascination of the street life. I chose it very early, preteen, you know what I mean? On the block hustling. You know what I'm saying? So my mindset wasn't focused because I didn't have them adult in my life to get my mind right. Men, I'm talking men. It wasn't really there, present. You know what I mean? So I was making decisions on my own. It cost me to go inside the prison system with no real education. It was self-taught. My mother always told me to read, so educating myself and paying attention to the elders on the inside was really shaped my mind to do some things different. You know what I mean? But I still, PTSD, we all suffer from it.
So what are some of the things you did different?
So some of the things that I chose to do different was exercise. Exercise was always my stress reliever. You know what I mean? So physically, I was tuned in to the body. You know what I mean? Then paying attention to the elders, my words, the verbiage, which is changing. Because anytime anyone heard me use profanity, they was like, my man, you gotta do 50 push-ups. So I got tired of doing thousands of push-ups. So this is how I was able to train my mind to discontinue using words, vulgar language, which helped me to increase my vocabulary.
Okay, so when you changed, you didn't just change some things about yourself, you changed everything.
Yeah, for sure, definitely, man. I changed everything, and really, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? It was really eating habits that helped my change, because I was used to eating, foods that were stressful to the body, get you all tired, you know what I mean? So when I focused on eating, from the earth, more plant-based, my mindset really started to increase in a positive way. Energy level was through the roof. So I was really doing physical exercise, but at the same time, I really incorporated the mental. I got into writing. I was already reading. It was like, it was that time.
So let's talk about that. You got into writing. So what did you do with writing? I understand that there's a couple of books that you have.
Yeah.
Let them know about your books. What is it called?
Yeah, so one of my books that I'm talking about, is right here. This is the first one that I actually started writing. It's called Cry Blood. You know what I mean? It's a fiction book. You know what I'm saying? And what's on the back, I could pretty much talk about it. Two cousins, who was separated. They was disconnected, and it was traumatizing for them, but they was reconnected, real in depth. You know what I mean? Well, anyways, so I wrote another book. You know what I'm saying? While I was writing this, it was called My Journey to Becoming a Vegan. That was the one that tapped into my, my physical, internal. Because once I started to get correct from the inside, I started to correct 360 degrees. So I'm pushing this. This is part 1. I got 4 more coming with that. I got My Journey to Becoming a Vegan, as I just mentioned earlier. Part 2 to that, called Saving Lives. I'm all about growth and development. It's GGL for real around here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to be affiliated with black men such as myself, up in the hood, making a difference. You know what I'm saying? P out here, GGL. You know what I mean? We out here, man. Got my man over here too, Smitty, elephant in the room. We all out here, man. It's love out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Boston, we turning it up. We making major changes. This is improvement for real, man. You know what I mean? We affecting change. Yeah, you can get a good story. You know what I'm saying? Real life in here, on all levels, believe me.
Both these brothers are a real good example of Gangsta Gone Legit. They've definitely changed their lives around. Brother Smitty's an entrepreneur, actor, and also an author. He got some books coming out too. But we're gonna definitely keep this movement going and grinding. But I have to ask you, brothers, while you're both on the platform right now, I want you, starting with you, Mike, I want you to talk to the young brothers right quick and tell them why it's important, man, to leave these streets alone, man, and let them know your take on these streets. Because to me, I always say over and over that the streets ain't real, brother.
Yeah. know, for me, really, to be honest with you, it's in this book. It's in this book. Raw blood, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention. It's all about the need to change is really important because that's what's going to help us, what? Get to the mindset where we can say, yo, generational wealth. But yeah, a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about because the mental is not there because we so caught up in the streets. But we can change that, man. Get with yourself, man. Read and write. Educate yourself, man. Learn some more about life and how we need to change because it's really effective as a whole. Bring everybody together on the same team on a positive note to increase. My man Switty, pay attention. Cry blood, dope, entertainment.
Yeah.
Real story.
Definitely got to grab Mike's book, man. This is not fiction, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is coming from the heart. It's real deal. It's fiction, but it's coming from the heart. It's real deal. And anybody from the streets, any gangster, you definitely can relate and you can identify. If you're a gangster gone legit, then pick up that book, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Smitty, question for you. I want you to talk to the young brothers out there too, man, and let them know, you know, what being a gangster gone just really about, one, and what they should be doing instead of believing and following these streets as if that's law. Like let them know what you think about it, man.
Well, see, first of all, you know what I mean? You talk to an old head. I might look young, but you talking to an old head. I done been around this. I seen it three decades in a row happening over and over. I've been had knowledge itself and I've been had life. Fellas that was out here doing things and some of them are doing life. You see what I'm saying? But as I did the knowledge and sat on the sidelines and peep game and watched how the system worked us, I seen it 20-something years ago. Try to talk to my young brothers 20-something years ago. You know, but everybody too busy out here partying, you know, having fun. It's good to floss, but, you know, not really paying attention and not feeding your brain. You got to feed your body and feed your brain. You got to stay up. We talk about stay woke. Stay on point. Keep that light on. If you got the light on, you can't get fooled by the okie doke. So, you know, it's been years, man. And I seen certain people come home that I ain't seen in 30 years. And they're doing things. They're doing things. I mean, some of these cats came home after doing 30 years and they're doing better than me because they're doing business. Right. They done studied. They went to school while they was down. They came out on top. But I got some cats that's out here that been out here for years. Right. That can't get it together. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we need to step back, sit down, stay alone, sit there and think, you know, and focus on yourself and figure out what's your next move. You know what I'm saying? Because people are moving and then some people ain't.
Hey, I want to add to that real quick. I want to add to that. Hold on, I want to add to that real quick. Listen, man, we got a community we focusing on building up. We can't build it up if we against each other. That's fact.
Thank you.
Minority groups need to step up. Black people, pay attention, man.
Hey, man.
We can't keep killing each other.
On that note, man, I walk by my brothers, man. First thing I'm willing to do is say, peace, brother. All right? Looking fly. What's up?
Yeah.
But I got to match that. Well, I don't match it, but I the first thing I catch is, like, what you looking at. Yo, them days is done, son. Them days is done. What I'm looking at is a king. Stop that, man.
Exactly.
Right,
Stop that.
Right.
Come on, man.
I like that.
You don't make it to my age with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What he said.
All right, hold on. We got another brother.
Hey, how y'all
here.
doing? My name's Toby Thomas, you know, part of the Gangsta posse. You know what I mean? We're long time growing up in the hood, you know what I mean? The thing is, right, Jim Crow did not raise your kid. You gotta raise your own child. I've been locked up for a very long time.
How long is that, brother?
Throughout my lifetime. I done did over 30-something years in the penitentiary alone. So I know how it is, you know, be raised with a single mother parent and being all that. And then when I was raised like that, I was raised by the neighborhood. That's the village that raised me. It wasn't just my mother, it was everybody else's mother and parents and family members. So welcome to 617, we in Boston right here chilling out.
The scary thing is we don't have much of a village now. So it's on us. It's on us. Everybody that know what's up, everybody that survived the wars that we done been through, the raining of the bullets and all of that in the 80s, the crazy 80s and the early 90s. Listen, man, we got a job to do. We can't leave these people out here, these young dudes out here to run around and act like everything is everything while we stand on the sidelines like we scared to talk to them. Man, listen, man, stop that, man. Check these, man. Teach the babies, man. We got a responsibility, period.
Talk to your young youth. Talk to your young youth and talk to your family members and people around you. It's communication. It's everything. Because that's what we always did. From one block, one neighborhood to the next neighborhood, we always had communication.
It takes a village.
It took the whole village to raise a child.
It takes a village. You don't see too much of a village now. It's on us. We got to come together. Stop me mugging each other. Come together. Give that.
It's on us. Read more. Write more.
Read.
Pay attention more.
Hey.
communicate more.
They say, where's the best place to hide information or hide anything from a black man?
Yeah,
Inside the book.
That's right.
Yo, the key is right here, baby.
inside.
See, I can get back to the Jim Crow thing. They wanted you to be separated throughout you growing up, throughout your family members, all separation. You know what I mean? So once you do that, it's a done deal. So when you did that, it messed our community up because every black man in their household, even though they was always taught that, they end up being that way.
Right.
So they end up teaching their kids that. So a pair of sneakers don't mean nothing on your feet. The human being is what understandable of life means everything. That child and that person. That's real talk.
Real talk. That's real spit from a gangster
Salute.
gone legit. All right.
Already
Thanks,
know.
brothers.